Shiva Mahapuranam, Rudra Samhita, Sati Khanda, Chapter 23, Influence of Devotion. Brahma said, then Sati, enjoying all the conjugal pleasures fully, felt extremely satisfied, but gradually became disinterested in the love sports. Once Sati, with devotion and obeisance, when lonely with Shiva, offered her salutation to him. Finding that Lord Shiva was quite happy at that time, she, the daughter of Daksha, humbly folded her hands. Sati said, O God of gods, O Mahadeva, O ocean of mercy, O Lord, you redeem the downtrodden. Besides being a great yogi, you kindly be compassionate on me. O Master, you are the supreme Purusha beyond Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. You are with and without gunas, unblemished and the great Lord. I am graceful to become your wife, sporting with you. O Lord, you became my husband because you love your devotees. O Lord, you have enjoyed the conjugal pleasures with me for long, and I am quite happy about the same. My mind has been detached from that side. O Lord, O Lord of the gods, I am now desirous of learning the supreme tattva from you, by which a person could cross quite easily the ocean of the universe, by following which a person achieving the supreme stage need not have to be reborn on earth. Kindly narrate the best of that tattvas. Brahma said, O excellent sage, Sati asked the question with utmost devotion from Shiva for the redemption of the people of the universe. Then Shiva, who appears in his own form at will and whose mind was engrossed in the yogic practices, spoke to Sati. Shiva said, O goddess Sati, listen to me. I shall explain the great principle by which a remorseful person is liberated. O great goddess, by your spotless wisdom, you consider Brahman to be the supreme tattva. None else is comparable with the same. O beloved, the said tattva is seldom known to the people. I am just a slave, and the Brahman is the greatest of the great. The devotion bestows the reward of pleasure and liberation. The devotion also is achieved only by my grace, which is of 9 types. There is hardly any difference between devotion and the perfect knowledge. A person who is engrossed in devotion enjoys perpetual happiness. A person opposing the devotion can never be comfortable. O goddess, I am always obedient to my devotees, as a result of which I do not hesitate to visit the abodes of the outcasts or those having no caste. O goddess, the devotion is of 2 types, viz. Attributive and attributeless. One of them is conventional, while the other is natural. The first one is excellent, while the latter is the ordinary one, or in other words, perpetual and non-perpetual. The perpetual one is further subdivided into 6 parts. The people with learnings further classify it into enjoined and non-enjoined. Thus the devotions are manifold, which have been defined elsewhere. O dear, O daughter of Daksha, the sages have defined 9 parts of the devotion, which I am going to speak out, and you listen to the same with devotion. O goddess, These 9 subdivisions include listening, eulogizing, remembering, serving, complete surrender, worshipping, salutation, friendliness, and dedication. O Shiva, their further subdivisions have also been stated. O Goddess, you better listen to the characteristics of these 9 parts of the devotion separately. By concentrating the mind in my devotion, it provides the pleasures as well as liberation. To listen to the recitation of the divine story seated with a concentrated mind delightfully is called Shravana or listening. To remember in one's mind the story of my birth and other activities and to repeat them lovingly or eulogizing me is called Kirtana or eulogizing. O Goddess, considering me always to be an all pervading and an eternal, when one becomes fearless, it is called Smarana or remembering. The service rendered to the Godhead starting from the early morning with the concentrating of the mind becoming fearless with delight of the Lord is called serving. With the complete surrender of oneself in the service of a deity who is worthy of being served and serving with all the sense organs with the hearty sense of elation amounts to surrendering. The one who always serves me like a slave with favorable mind, offering the 16 types of service to me in accordance with one's capacity, is called worshipping or archana. While repeating mantras in the mind and touching the earth with 8 limbs is called vandana or salutation. The one who feels that whatever good or bad is done by the Lord is for his benefit, and this type of feeling is the characteristic sign of friendliness. When a person dedicates everything to the Godhead, including the body and all the passions, retaining nothing for himself, is called dedication or Atma Samarpana. These 9 parts of my devotion bestow perfect knowledge, worldly pleasures, as well as the salvation, and are quite pleasing to me. There are several parts to these 9 types of devotion. The offering of the leaves of wood apple tree can be included in the same and should himself be thought about by the devotee. O beloved one, my devotion performed in this manner with various adjuncts and subdivisions is treated to be the best. It contributes to the increase in the perfect knowledge and detachment. The liberation is also slave to it. This is the best path. It produces the fruits of all the rights forever, and this devotion is dear to me like you. A person whose mind is filled with my devotion, he remains extremely dear to me. There is no other pleasant path in the world except the devotion. O Goddess of the gods, the devotion is quite important in all the 4 yugas, but in the age of Kali, it is of special importance. The knowledge, jnana, and detachment, vairagya, have grown old and have lost their luster during Kali Yuga, besides having been decayed and worn out, since the people who could understand them can rarely be found. Of all the 4 yugas, devotion bestows the immediate and visible benefits, and because of its influence, I remain subservient to my devotees. The people who are always engaged in my devotion, I also help them. I am the remover of the obstructions. I happen to be the enemy of the person who causes obstructions. I happen to be the enemy of the person who causes obstruction in the activities of my devotees. O Goddess, for helping my devotee, I, getting angered, had reduced Kala to ashes who had been guarding me. O Goddess, for the sake of my devotee, I became furious with Sun also once and conquered him as well, holding a trident in my hand. O goddess, for the sake of my devotee, I disowned Ravana with his family and also did not help him. O goddess, for the sake of my devotee, I had the stubborn Vyasa driven out of Kashi through Nandi. O goddess of the gods, what is use of speaking more? I am always subservient to the devotion and the devotees. There is no doubt about it. Brahma said, thus listening to the glory of the devotion, Sati, the daughter of Daksha, feeling immensely delighted in her mind, offered her salutation to Shiva. O excellent sage, she again inquired about the subject as explained in the scriptures, which provides comforts to all the liberate people. She also inquired about the subjects like yantras, mantras, and shastras, with particular reference to their glory, besides other religious matters. Shiva was also delighted at the question of Sati, who continued discussion for the liberation of the people. Shiva then spoke on yantras, shastras, and their five adjuncts with sacred bearing on the subject with greatness and the glory. O excellent sage, he told her the ancient stories, the greatness of the votaries, the duties of people of the different castes and stages in life, and the duties of the kings. He also explained the duties of the sons, wives, etc., and their greatness, the imperishable system of varnas and ashramas, the medical and astral lores which are beneficial to the worldly people. Out of compassion for her, he also spoke out on, he also spoke out on the science of palmistry and several other lores. In this way, Lord Shiva and Sati, who bestow comforts to all three worlds and are omniscient and appear on the personification of noble qualities, sported over the mountain Kailasa in the Himalaya and other places. Iti Shri Shiva Mahapurane Dvitiyayang Rudra Samhitayang Dvitiye Sati Khande Bhakti Prabhava Varnanang Nama Trayovingshodhyayah. Chapter 24. Sati's doubt about Rama's divinity. Narada said, O Brahma, O destiny, Lord of the people, O immensely intelligent one, you are benevolent to all. You have narrated the excellent glory of Shiva and the beautiful Sati, which bestows benevolence. Now you kindly enlighten us about the further glory of Shiva and Sati. What did Shiva and Sati do further, residing on that mountain? Brahma said, O excellent sage, you lovingly listen from me the story of Sati and Shiva. Both of them sported always like humans. O excellent sage, according to a tradition, it is stated by the wise people that the great goddess Sati had to face separation from her husband. O sages, Shakti and Isha always remains together like the word and its meaning. Then how could they be really separated? Or otherwise Shiva and Shakti had sportive interest, and all their relative activities would be quite proper, because these activities were based over the human behavior or tradition. Then Sati, who was forsaken by Shiva at the time of her father's yajna, ended her life in her father's yajna because of the disrespect shown by her father to Shiva. The same Sati was reborn as Parvati in the house of Himalaya. Then she again got back Shiva as a husband after performing severe tapas. Suta said, listening to these words of Brahma, Narada then inquired about the greatness of Shiva and Shiva. Narada said, O disciple of Vishnu, O Brahma, O possessor of great fortunes, kindly speak out the details of the story of Shiva and Shiva who followed the worldly traditions. Why did Shiva abandon his wife who was dear to him than his life even? I consider this event to be unprecedented. How was your son Shiva humiliated? How did Sati end her life in the yajna of her father? What happened thereafter? What did Shiva do thereafter? You kindly speak out the same. I would like to listen to the same with utmost faith. Brahma said, O Narada, you are the best of the sons as well as the learned people. You lovingly listen to the story of Shiva with other sages. After bowing in reverence to other gods as well as Vishnu who serve who serve Shiva, I am going to narrate the astonishing story of Shiva, the supreme Brahman. This is all the sports of Shiva because the Lord is engaged in several sports. He is Saguna as well as Nirguna, and same is the case with Sati. O excellent sage, otherwise who else is competent enough to do that act? He alone is the supreme soul, supreme Brahman, and the supreme Ishvara. He is the one who is always adored by Lord Vishnu, myself, all the sages, gods, mendicants, Sanaka, and other siddhas. Even the serpent Shesha always sings his glory but never feels exhausted. O dear one, he is the same Lord Shiva. The visible expansion of Tattva is because of his sports alone. No one is at fault in this case. He is all pervading and inspires all. Once Shiva, who is well versed in sports, mounted over Nandi with Sati, was roaming about on earth. After roaming about on earth up to the seashore, he arrived in the Dandakaranya, where Shiva, the Lord of truthful means and actions, pointed to Sati the beauty of the surroundings of the place. Shiva at the point of time found Rama with Lakshmana searching for his spouse Sita who had been stolen away by Ravana. Sri Rama at that moment was desperately crying for Sita, looking here and there, searching for her. He was confused and devoid of shame, was asking about Sita from the trees and was filled with grief. Having been born in the solar race, Rama, the son of Dasharatha, elder brother of Bharata, filled with grief and gloom, was seen by them. The immensely benevolent Lord Shiva bowed in reverence to Rama, wandering in the forest with Lakshmana. Shiva, who is well disposed towards his devotees, had an audience with Rama, who was moving in the other side of the forest, uttering the word Jaya, victory for him. Then, observing the sports of Shiva, which captivates all, Sati, getting influenced with the illusion of Shiva, felt surprised. Sati said, O God of gods, O Supreme Brahman, O Lord of all the gods, including Hari and Brahma, serve you. They serve you as well. They serve you as well. Meditate upon you. You are known through the science of metaphysics after making strenuous efforts. You are the undecaying great Lord, O Lord. These two persons, appearing to be grief stricken because of their separation, who were wandering in the forest in a gloomy state of mind, they were looking miserable. Out of the two, the one having the complexion of the blue lotus flowers, looking at him, why did you feel delighted like a devotee? O Shiva, O Master, you remove my doubt, because it would not be proper for the master to bow in reverence to the servant. Brahma said, the goddess Sati is the eternal force, being Parameshwari. Having been overpowered with the illusion of Shiva, she put up this question. Listening to the words of Sati, Lord Shiva, who was well versed in the divine sports, replied to Sati smilingly. Parameshwara said, O goddess Sati, you listen to me lovingly. I am revealing before you the factual position. There is no trick in it. With the influence of the boon, I offered my salutation to him with respect. O goddess, both of them were Rama and Lakshmana, the sons of King Dasharatha, having been born in the solar race. Out of them, the fair complexioned one is the younger brother Lakshmana, the incarnation of the serpent Shesha, while the elder one is Rama himself. He, the complete form of Vishnu, and is incapable of being harassed. They, for the protection of the noble people and for our benefit, have incarnated on earth. Thus speaking, Shiva, the creator of the universe, kept quiet. Listening to the words of Shiva, Sati could not believe them because the illusion of Shiva is quite powerful and captivates the three worlds. On realizing this, Shiva, the Eternal One, understood that Sati had not believed his words. Then he, who was well versed in the divine sports, said to her, Shiva said, O goddess, in case you have no belief in my words, then you can test Rama with your own wisdom. O Sati, O beloved one, you act in a way by which your confusion could be removed. In the meantime, Shiva went from that place and rested under the shade of a banyan tree. Brahma said, the great goddess Sati, at the command of Shiva, started thinking as to how the forest dweller Rama could be put to test. I shall take to the form of Sita and then go to Rama. In case Rama is Lord himself, then he would understand everything, otherwise not. Thus thinking, she, under the influence of illusion of Shiva, took to the form of Sita and went to Rama. Sri Rama said, O Sati, salutation to you. You speak out lovingly. Where has Shiva gone today? How could you arrive in the forest alone? Why have you taken to this form, discarding your own form? You kindly speak out the reason for the same. Brahma said, on hearing the words of Rama, Sati was taken aback at that moment and, taking the words of Shiva to be true, felt shameful. Taking Rama to be the form of Vishnu and reverting to her original form of Sati, devoting her mind at the feet of Lord Shiva, she delightfully said, Lord Shiva, accompanied with me and his attendants roaming over the entire earth, has reached in this forest. He spotted you engaged in search of Sita. He found you and Lakshmana painful without Sita. Offering his salutation to you and praising your Vaishnavi illusion, is delightfully resting under a banyan tree. He felt pleased without looking at your four-armed form. He felt blissful at the sight of your spotless form. Listening to the words of Shiva, I felt confused. O Rama, I, therefore, at his command have tested you. O Rama, I have come to realize that you are Vishnu. I have also witnessed your greatness. Though my doubt has been removed, still, O intelligent one, you listen what I intend to speak out to you. How have you become adorable by Shiva? You tell me correctly. You remove the doubt from me, and by doing so, welfare would soon be bestowed on you. Brahma said, thus listening to the words of Sati, the eyes of Rama were blossomed. He remembered Lord Shiva, which increased the devotion of Shiva in his heart. O sage, Sati also did not return to Shiva without the permission of Rama, highlighting the glory of Shiva, Rama said to Sati. इति श्री शिव महापुराणे द्वितीयायां रुद्र संहितायां द्वितीये सती खंडे राम परीक्षा वर्णनं नाम चतुर्विंशोऽध्यायः।